Lolly.
As you guys can tell, this is the Squeegee Life podcast.
What's up, dudes? What's up, brothers?
If you guys didn't know, this is the Squeegee Life podcast, and we do podcasting on the lines.
On the lines. On the Wednesdays,
On the
8
lines.
to 10.
Yeah,
Eastern
on the
Standard
lines.
Time.
Yeah. So this is what's up, Squeegee Puller, Neff Clean Greg,
What's up,
Mark
nephew?
Anthony Jason Lehman. What's up, man?
Casemiro.
Henry Drees, what's up, Big Henry?
What's up, big
Man,
one?
who is this? You guys take over. I got to do something here.
What's up, brothers?
What's going on, man?
Man, just back to work. You back to work full time?
Me? Not yet.
Yeah.
I did an apartment complex last week. I had 9 buildings. We got that done. And then I haven't done shit. I'm going to do some commercial tomorrow. But I want to talk about this video with Zero, dude. And
Oh, TJ's? Yeah.
dude,
So good.
fucking sitcom. I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to say that, but that was like a sitcom, dude. So,
Yeah.
hey, TJ, did you edit that?
I don't know. If one more fucking person calls me to give me a fucking loan, I'm going to lose my mind.
Would you like a loan?
Would you like a loan? Say that more time.
Did you edit that video, Zero?
No, I did not.
That was a great edit, though.
Yes,
That was like
yes,
a sitcom.
yes. I want to say that may have been. It could be. It's either Justice or I can't remember the other girl's name. There's too many. I met too many young women.
He's got
In New
quite a
York.
staff over there, man.
Dude, they're all great. They're all great. They were. I mean, and I say that in the most professional way possible. Is I met a lot. I met like 8 women there, and I can't, like, Kaylee is the only name I can remember, like, and Jessica. Those are the 2 names I remember. And only Kaylee only because I deal with her almost on a day-to-day basis, and Jessica because my sister's name is Jessica. The rest, I'm sorry. If you're watching this, which I doubt you guys will be, I apologize. But
The problem
very
with
great
Kaylee-
team.
Problem with the name Kaylee is if you know a Callie,
Yeah.
so he's going to pick him up.
Yeah, I did. I was just on camera talent. You know what I mean? That's all I was. I didn't do any of the editing.
It was a good video.
I mean, I have access to all of the files, all the raw footage, and they gave me the opportunity to do something with it. Or like, if you whatever you want to do, you could do. And I was just of the mind, listen, you guys were kind enough to have me out. I would prefer you guys just do what you want it to do with the footage, and whatever doesn't get used, or if I see an opening for me to use something, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? So,
Great
Yeah.
video, dude.
huh?
Like a fun trip. It was.
Oh, it was great. I had a great time. I didn't really talk about it too much last week, you know what I mean? Because we had Fletch on. We had a guy for the high rise today, being that it's high rise month, and we had a guy, but he had to cancel last minute, which is cool. So this is just a regular podcast, so we could just talk about whatever you want. If anybody that's watching right now has any questions or anything, feel free to put them in there in the old thing there, the chat box there, and we'll answer them, and all that good stuff. Go ahead, Tim. What were you gonna say?
But I would like to talk about Mark turning down his mic.
Turn it down to the
Yeah.
loud.
Yep.
Either that or it just needs to go on like the little kidney thing or the heart thing in the back.
I gotta see which button is which dial. Is it the ones in the back or the ones in the front?
What's wrong? What's wrong with his mic?
It's just hot. You can hear. Do you have a dog in the room? Is there a dog chewing on a
Tucker's
bone?
over here.
There's
You-
no
okay,
way.
That's what it is. That's what.
Listen, man, leave Mark alone. Leave the settings alone. There's nothing wrong with the settings. If it's too loud for you in your guys' ears, turn your fucking turn your volume down in your headphones. How about that? Leave Mark alone. Because if Mark starts fucking with shit, everything's going to be all messed up.
Everything's gonna be twisted.
Everything's going to be all messed up.
It'll be underneath the desk.
It's going to be
Dude, I'm
underneath
gonna
the
go to
You'll
desk.
have to get off the
So I can do a
step stool to like get
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah,
I don't wanna do that
I'm
to
gonna
him.
go to WCR so I could do a video. I'll be like, hey, baby.
You'll see Mark in the HR office with the papers.
Yeah, I'll get fired and I don't even work there.
But yeah, I can't
Mark's
remember
cool.
all the people I was introduced to, unfortunately. So I don't know the other young lady's name that was also shooting video. I think they both Justice. I remember Justice. It's harder. His name's super easy to remember. Him and the other girl were the videographers of the thing that I did. There's like and that was just what I did. I was there for 6-7 hours that day.
Yeah.
And that was just a little bit of what I did. You know what I mean? There's a bunch like that whole me doing the order thing. There was another 15 minutes of footage that has not been used. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. That's still a couple of things I shot with Sean. There's more stuff coming. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be making another trip out there this summer. You know what I mean? So that ought to be fun. So I would say probably when we get that little bit of a summer lull, I'll head out there and me and Sean will get together and we'll do some more out there, do some more stuff because it was cold. Or we wanted to do a house. That was the plan. Is me and Sean were going to get together and do a house together. You know what I mean? Clean windows together. And it was just too cold for that. You know, it was just way too cold out there for that. So,
how many hours? How long was the trip for you?
I did it. It's a 7 hour, 30 minutes. Yeah. I did it in 6.5. I'm not going to tell you how I did it, but you can, up to your imagination. I knocked an hour off of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Tim has ridden with me before. He knows how I get places quicker. I'm breaking the law. It's not my car, dude.
Is that a big plan or it was more spur of the moment trip?
That was planned. I mean I don't want to give the impression that WCR and Zero are just waiting for fucking random retards to roll up there and spend the day with them. There's a reason why they invited me out there. I am a Zero team member now. I am a Zero sales rep. That does not mean that I can give you sell you squeegee rubber, but that does mean if there's something on the Zero Products website, zeroproducts.com, that you would like to purchase and you would like to use me as your sales rep, that is a possibility now. So that is the reason why. So it's been in the works now. I've been talking about it since August when we went to the huge convention. That's where this all started at. And then, we had been planning and finally, once I had my ducks in a row, it's just like, I got a window here of a week or two where I can go and do something. I tried to stave it off as long as possible to hopefully be there when it was decent, you know what I mean? Like, not completely inclement weather, but, good. And it didn't work out the way that we wanted it to, but
yeah,
it was cool, man. I appreciate the congratulations. I'm going to say this, and I hope this doesn't come off as braggadocio or anything like that, but I've worked very hard since the start of me doing this YouTube journey and social media thing. I've worked very hard to get to where I'm at right now and where this podcast is at right now. Like, the guys, I don't think people realize the dedication and shit like that it takes to, come and do this on a high level. I'll say that too, on a high level. Contrary to some like what's that dude? I can't remember his name. He's a turd. We're terrible broadcasters, but I mean he follows everything that we do and he watches every show, but we're terrible at it. But it's just it takes a certain amount of dedication to do this week in and week out. You know what I mean? And we do take our our breaks, of course. And that was really. It was a suggestion from Chris. He had been watching one of the podcasts, and he's like, "Have you guys ever thought about taking a break?" I'm like, "What do you mean? You think we should stop doing the show?" He's like, "No, just take a month off." And I was like, no, we've never talked about that. And then we sat down and talked about it, and then it seemed to be something that was all on everyone's mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
we were all thinking it. We just didn't want to be the first one to say it.
Right,
Yeah, for sure.
but also you don't think about it. It is a little wearing after 8, 9, 10, 11 months, and then it's like all of a sudden you're like, oh, Wednesday night. Now what am I gonna do with my time? You know what I'm saying? It is nice to take the break. I did enjoy this break, just to clear my head and get things straight and finish up a few things that I wanted to. This is not enough days in the week sometimes to.
Like I mean, I pretty much, that's probably the reason that I stopped at times, is because of we were just going and going and going.
Yeah.
It's good to have a little break because you come back refreshed and like, you know what I mean? Like everyone hits a little bit of a low. You know what I mean? It's like you always need a vacation or whatnot.
Well, we always do the winter break thing. We always go like after, like just before Christmas, we take off January and February. And then in the summer, we usually, just before the 4th of July, we take July off. You know what I mean? We do that every year. You know what I mean? And that the summer break is shorter than the winter break, but that's a perfect time, I feel like.
I think honestly, Chris had a good suggestion because it's healthy for us to just come back refreshed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the winter and then the summertime break is really just due to like window cleaning exhaustion. I don't know about I could be just speaking for myself, but
yeah.
I just get, in the middle of the season, I'm just like, dude, I don't want to do nothing when I get home.
Gassed.
Gassed, dude, yeah. Yeah, so, it is what it is, though. I mean, I enjoy doing the show, and I guess what I was getting at is that I appreciate everyone with the congratulations and stuff, and you could really show your appreciation by reaching out to me next time you need something from Zero Products. Right. Yeah! But I'm not gonna be a high pressure salesman. I'm not trying to I work with the equipment. I'm pretty much have my finger on the pulse of what's going on over at Zero. I use this stuff every day, and if you're looking for someone to sell you some stuff, I can sell you some stuff. You know what I mean? That's pretty much that simple. I'm not going to be like calling you on the phone like, hey man, would you like to buy some things? I'm just, when you're ready to buy some stuff, I got you. You know what I mean? So.
Hell yeah, brother. No, I mean, as soon as I'm ready, man, which is the next month or two, I'm going to need new brushes and another pole. So you're my dude.
Awesome, man. I appreciate that.
But hey, if you end up going late July or early August, I'm slow too, and it's only about a 4-hour ride. So I'd come meet up with you in WCR.
Dude,
If you did late July or early August, yeah, for sure. I want to check it out. It's so close.
Yeah.
I'll just meet you in Ashtabula or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, listen.
We should just go there, and I'm sure they're busy as fuck all the time in there. That place is like.
Well, that's what I was kind of getting at. Or what I was saying. I didn't want to sound like an asshole or nothing, but. Like I'd seen some comments. I'm like, I can't wait to go there. Like, okay.
Yeah, it ain't fucking Disney World. It's a business.
It's a business.
Yeah, for sure.
And when I was there, it was not a pleasure trip. I was there. I was there doing business. I was there at 7, a quarter after 7. I was super early. It was just Chris.
Cameraman.
Huh?
You need a cameraman.
Yeah. True.
So I'll be a cameraman.
I do. I do need a cameraman.
Good.
I got there at 7:15. Jessica was there, which if anyone's ordered anything from WCR, they know who Jessica is. Chris was there, and his daughter was there. And I'm not gonna say her name because just out of principle, I don't know if he wants that on the internets, but she knows I'll dare to say that she probably knows where more of the shit is than Chris does. Like she's like a very enterprising young lady. It was pretty cool. She was awesome. She was a little treat to have around. And it was just the 4 of us in there for a while, and then it picked up as soon as 8 o'clock rolled around. That place was on fire. So it's not a it's there was deliveries in the back, huge orders coming in from Etaray, and IPC, and it just like, dude, it was, and shit going out the other side. They're cruising over there.
Yeah,
man.
it's a warehouse, man. I mean, yeah, they're busy.
TJ, the broom style brushes. What do you suggest? I don't know, like a brush. Like fuck, man.
Yeah, the zero brushes are good.
I mean, you can't really go wrong. They're broom style brushes. They're
Yeah.
just
I tell you what though, I bought one of those pure power brushes that they sell.
Mm-hmm.
The blue ones.
Yeah.
That thing's pretty good. It's got the boar's hair in the middle and the nylon on the outside. So far, it cleans pretty well.
I'm a zero only guy, so whatever, dude.
I just got one of the green ones with the rubber, the green bumper on it.
Gay.
I haven't tried it yet.
Gay as AIDS. Anyways, yeah, I got one of these right here. This is cool. I don't know if you guys will be able to see, but this is the. Do you see how they did the old zero built into the block there? See where it says zero?
Yeah. That's pretty neat.
That's awesome.
This is the slide brush. This is I think this is synthetic boar's hair.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Pretty cool
You
brush.
used it yet?
No, I haven't. I was going to use it tomorrow, but the lady canceled on me. So I was going to be cleaning like 4 stories in the air with it. But, I got a double rinse bar over here too, somewhere. Double rinse bar, the top and bottom rinse bar, I got one of them.
Dang, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, here's the glide brush right here. Slide brush, glide brush, what do you want to call it? Yeah, they're, as far as which one to buy, I would say, Jason, if you're just getting, you want to do your laboratory testing, I got stuff to do. Just buy a hybrid brush is what I would do, dude. Just buy a hybrid brush.
Yeah.
So has anybody tried that reverse hybrid brush where it has a boar's hair on the outside and nylon on the inside? Mm-mm. They make that reverse one now. Mm-hmm. I don't know anyone that's tried it.
I've
I'd
not
like to
tried
try
it.
that one.
No.
I don't know what advantage that would give you.
I don't know.
That sounds like
why not just have it all boar's hair? You know what I mean? At that point,
Yeah.
it's all going to drag on the outside, anyways.
what's
The reason the boar's hair is in the middle is because if you want to put a little extra pressure, you can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least to me, I don't know.
Yeah, and I've got the football brush, dude. I showed you guys that, didn't I? I don't know what the fuck I did.
I thought you did, yeah. You showed us that last week, I think. But
Did I?
Maybe I'm wrong. You showed us something.
Oh, yeah,
I can't remember what it was. Yes. You can see it in the background.
Yeah, the football brush.
Yep.
That's what I call it because it looks like a football.
Yeah, I got one of those. I haven't tried it yet. It's the sill. What do they call it? Sill brush? Or
Yeah,
something?
like a sill brush.
Yeah.
Somewhere's the double rinse bar. Have you guys?
It looks like it come in
Did I show
handy.
you guys the double rinse bar?
No.
Hold
That
on.
I haven't seen.
mate, working out my
I took a brush and added 2 more pencil jets to make it 6. I kind of been shying away from the rinse bars lately. It just
I don't know
too
what
much
it did.
water
with
on
it.
the
It is.
top, man.
Right here in front of my face.
Yeah, I mean, you do have to be careful rinsing, but I do like it because I'm like, at least for what I do, like residential, I want to clean all that anyways.
Yeah.
Before, so I do like the
That's
pre-scrub
the,
and then come back, but...
Double rinse
Yeah,
bar
that thing's
there.
cool.
Oh, shit. That is cool.
Yeah.
They're making
go.
it for bigger. What size is that? 12, probably.
Yeah.
I wonder if they make it. I'm sure they make it for the bigger brushes too, right?
I don't know if that. I don't know if they do or they don't. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't do the bigger brushes thing.
I've only used an 18 a couple
yeah,
of times.
the Turbo Brush 9000s. I usually stay away from those.
I just don't feel like at 18 I get enough pressure
Scrub.
at height.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
me
I
too.
mean?
Me
Like, it's
too.
tough at height.
Yeah,
But
it's.
low,
I
if
agree.
you're doing 2-story stuff, you can use it on, like, big plate glass or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. There's the thing then with the stuff.
Oh, someone asked, how's Mark's new skid? Awesome.
Yeah.
I've been running it through its paces. I worked out some of the kinks, and most of the kinks were my fault. Like using a 4-amp charger on it, and I was like, well, that's not going to work.
You got
Just run it. Hey, dude, just run an
so I got
extension.
I got
Just run an extension cord with some alligator clips right off the battery to the back, man. It works it works titties, man. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's what I
laughed
do with
at me.
mine, but
Everybody laughed at me, but that motherfucker. My battery's still kicking ass too, by the way.
I can't believe that. That battery's like 7 years old.
Sat with no charge, no trickle charger on it, nothing. Just sat in a heated shop all winter. I fucking slid it in the back of the truck, turned it on, 12.7 fucking volts straight out the fucking box.
Duracell AGM, man. They make a good battery. Yeah.
Well, that's like a fucking $500 battery because I was like, well, I'm gonna check to see because I might have to replace this soon. I'm like, holy fuck! Like as long as I can get out of that one out. I mean, listen. Let's be honest.
The thing is,
it's made up both me and Mark our fucking money. What I want is a new skid. That's what I want. I want a new one now. Because I've seen Seth. I'm super fucking jealous. I have penis envy. I seen it on the Instagrams. I'm like, man, this guy is a bitch. This guy.
Yeah. I got the tight Squeegee Life edition brush up there too.
Dude,
I made sure that was on there.
That thing is dope, man.
I know. I just sent Mark, Andrew sending Mark the raw footage because I tried to find Mark on Instagram. Like, we put it up here. Like,
doesn't have an Instagram,
dude. Yeah,
which is wild. The king of memes does not have an Instagram, which is really wild.
I'll be honest with you, and the only reason I don't have it, and I've heard really good things about it, is it's just another thing to fucking make me sit at a red light and fuck with people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you're not going to do that anyway.
Yeah, I think I have it, but like if you send me something from Instagram, most of the time it'll say open Instagram or just open the link.
Yeah.
So I think I have it. I'd have to figure out what my password is.
No, you have a profile, and I tried to friend you on there, and I'm like, oh, there's no post. There's not. I think he doesn't even have it.
I have a question. Is Seth's skid all aluminum?
No, it's got the aluminum top and the aluminum bottom, and then everything else is steel. I want to build an aluminum, but the material is so much more money.
Yeah. Well, then, is there a possibility? And I don't want nobody to get any fucking wise ideas here or anything, but is there a way that maybe a brother could get the schematics and just build my own?
Yeah, I'll send you the blueprints. I have Seth's mapped out, drawn out, and Seth and I were talking because if I start really producing these things, which I really want to do, I'm gonna make a jig, that everything is cookie cutter, all the angles, everything. Cause
you know what I would do if I was you? What I would do is I would build one and send it to WCR.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. You wait till you see what Chris is getting.
And then fucking sell them. That's what I would do. And
that's what I plan to do. I'm about halfway into Chris's. Everything is cut and laid out. I was working on it about an hour ago.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Oh, dude!
I told Seth. I told Chris. I was like, listen, dude. Mark's gonna be building these for you. I'm gonna fucking pester him until he does.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna.
It's a good retirement plan.
It's not a retirement plan. If Chris gets a hold of that, Mark is gonna have to quit everything he does. And
that's
full
the
time,
thing.
dude. Yeah, that's the problem.
I have to pull myself at least 2 days a week to 3 days a week out of my.
I gotta be honest with you. I'm pissed off. I never got my stainless steel fittings or the list of what stainless steel fittings I need.
I apologize.
And I never got a sticker.
Oh yeah,
the skid mark sticker. I got neither. But it's not like we're friends or anything. It's cool.
It's not like we've been doing a podcast for 6
It's not like when me and Mark get off the phone with each other, he tells me he loves me or anything.
Dude,
but
stickers. When are you gonna make your own shirts, man?
What's that?
There's one of the stickers.
See, I just, you think I could get one of those? You know what I mean? You think?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
own a skid mark. Yeah,
And this is the other sticker.
I own serial number 0001. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, what's up, brother?
Yeah, you literally have the first ever.
And there's the other sticker.
That's the one I got on mine. I like that one.
Yeah, I like the black one. Looks really good on the stainless housings.
Yep.
This is the one I have in the back window of my truck. I gave you one of each, Seth. So I'll get you some, Jake, because I got a bunch of them.
It's not like y'all are second cousins. CLR, I used to use CLR like every Friday on that waterfall glass because there was really nothing else I could do. Scraping it was just I was gonna fuck the glass up. So I would take CLR and put it in a sprayer. I'd put maybe maybe that much in a regular size spray bottle, and then fill the rest up with water, and I would spray it, and shit would just melt off. You know what I mean? I wouldn't suggest trying to do that with like removing stains or anything like that. But in my particular case, I had a row of 6 windows with 6 transoms over top that were constantly battered by a waterfall, like a natural, real waterfall, like just bombarded 24/7. The water never goes away. So, I that's the only instance I've ever used CLR, to be honest with you guys. I'm with Mark, like,
scrape it down and polish it.
I'm going to scrape it down and polish it, to be quite honest. It just works better, you know what I mean? And not only that, it makes you look like a professional, you know what I mean?
Not only that, it's either going to work or it's not.
Yeah.
It's not going to damage anything.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
I mean, it's not going to
damage. And when we say scrape, we don't mean... We just get the glass nice and super juicy, like you should get your girlfriend, and then just one stroke across. You know what I mean? Just one stroke across. Boom. Just knock that stain down. Maybe then hit it with get it soapy again, hit it with a pad or something like that, and then see where you're at. And if there's still a little shadow there, bust out the polish, man. You know what I'm saying? Zero's Mark Tanner polish coming soon. No, I'm just saying things out loud.
Let's get the skids out there first.
Polish
is proven, but the skids, the
problem with the polish is like people are dumb. Like we're dealing with a group of people that are like, well, can't open a can of ravioli with a fucking pull top. You know what I mean? Right. They're gonna fuck that up. You know what I mean?
It's just like anything else, okay? So if you don't know the process, it's just like I said before.
Right.
If you went on a Snap-on tool truck and spent $20 grand and filled up a small tool
doesn't make you a mechanic.
And the best bet is, I had a guy reach out to me last week, and he's like, send me a polish, send me some pads, and I'll let you know if I like them. I go, I'm beyond that, dude. I go, I'm not being arrogant. I am long beyond sending shit out for free. I go, if you want to come spend some time with me, I won't charge you to come shadow me. I'll give you a day of my time while I'm doing the job that I'm getting paid to do, and you can leave with polish and pads.
The experience I had when you came up here, I mean, you were here for actual paying job, not in my town, but like an hour or so away. And the time I got to spend with you was invaluable. You know what I mean? So...
Yeah, it's easy once you get it, and then it's just practice and knowing.
I still haven't gotten to the point where I want to be knocking scratches off of glass. I've not, you know what I mean. But for what I wanted to learn, I would like to be able to do that one day. You know what I mean? Like I think I would like to maybe at some point get to with Mark on a scratch removal job so I could see it happening. But as far as what I've learned from Mark, as far as the stain removal goes, like that has been an invaluable part of my business. And I will tell you guys this, I don't talk about it much, and I don't post any videos on it because and I know Mark probably wouldn't care, but I'm not trying to let the cat out of the bag because there's a lot of dirt bags out there. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I did that small video with Mark. And that's fine, but I remove stains off of fireplace glass, like the gas fireplaces. That haze, I could take that off the glass with that polish. I need pads, actually. I've been needing to say something to you about it, but I haven't had a need for them. But shower enclosures, and I know that, like someone said they had really good luck with the Sorbo stain remover. That stuff, I mean, like on light duty surfaces and shit like that'll work, but this polishing process is for fucking stubborn stains that you're not gonna rub out with Sorbo's rub out. You know what I mean? It's gonna. This is like you're gonna really need to get after it. But yeah, I was super surprised, and I actually have video and pictures, Mark. I keep forgetting to send you that, but the gas fireplace stain removal.
Yeah, I was always interested about that.
It's an actual thing that is worked.
When we sold his house, and I was like, man, I should bring my polisher and see if I can fix that.
It's
fireplace glass is Pyrex glass. It's like oven door glass. It's much harder. Than traditional glass.
It was a learning experience.
Right.
I actually want to do mine. That's what I should do. Is I should just turn the gas off to my gas fireplace, pop that fucker open, set up some cameras, and just do my own, and then send it. Yeah, that's what I had to do.
You do that.
Yeah, working that Makita will blow up your forearms. That's why Mark has got those big ass forearms. I mean, he's tiny as shit, but you know what I'm saying.
Built like a stovepipe.
Does anybody have any questions? You guys doing anything for St. Patty's Day? I'm staying home because I don't drink, number one, and even when I did drink, St. Patty's Day is amateur night. You know what I mean? That's like all the amateurs, all the people that are wanting to kill a family in a minivan are out that night. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day for me is if you're not done drinking by 5 p.m., you're not.
What are you doing?
Right,
yeah, what are you doing?
Noon
Yeah,
to 5
what are you doing?
Get out of there, man.
Get out of there, dude.
Now, I have to go to a road race this year. I got a friend running like a 10K, and it's a little St. Patrick's Day parade around here because I live in what they call the Irish Riviera.
How are you guys? Since nobody's got any questions for us, how are you guys feeling about your level of calls and how is workflow working for you guys? Are you guys getting good calls or is it slow?
I'm staying steady.
I'm staying steady.
Yeah.
Yeah. This time of year for me, it's a lot of like either people that signed up for house washing and it got too late last year and now it's ready to go, and then I have this street, it's like 10 houses, and they all have a property manager, and I started with one, and then it's just like over the years, now I have like almost all of them. So I do those every year in March, and then I'm probably getting another one. Shit, I just gave them a bid for $10,000 on their house for entire cedar roof wash. They want like a restoration and then all the glass cleaned on it. So
that cedar roof, you can't really walk on that, can you, Seth?
Nah, I wouldn't recommend it.
We don't have a lot of that here, and I've only seen there's a handful. And I once tried to climb up on one that had that green mold shit.
Oh yeah, no, you'll die.
Leaching or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, this is not happening. I am not walking on this roof.
No, you either have to be tied off, or I mean, what we usually do is like extension with stiff bristles, knock everything you can down, and then use a percarbonate cleaner and then a brightener, and you're good to go. Like, just depends on how bad or how old it is, Just depends. But this would be the biggest cedar job I've ever done. It's like, I don't know, 7,000 square feet worth of like cedar to clean. So
oof.
Yeah, it's.
How about you, Tim? How about you, Tim?
Those ones you could shoot it from the ground or no?
I mean,
most of it.
I mean, definitely, we're starting to pick up.
All right.
We blow up in April. I mean,
I'm the same way. It's usually late March. I start the phone calls start coming in. I've actually, surprisingly, man, a lot of old people are trying to get me to clean their windows this spring. I'm like tripping out, brother. You know what I mean? My April's almost booked, so I feel sorry for anybody. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, be stepping on necks. About time of my birthday, I'll be ready to. Man, I can't wait to get in the hot tub and stare at Jennifer's boobs for 2 days straight. It's gonna be so awesome. It's my happy place in Jennifer's bosom.
You like right at the hot.
I just love her so much.
Your girl, that's awesome, dude.
Jennifer, yeah, I just love her, man. She's all right.
She's a sweetheart, and I like that she gives you shit. So that's also enjoyable.
Listen, you
for
shut
me.
your fucking mouth, right?
No, it's good to find your equalizer. It's fun to watch.
No,
for me,
Jennifer is she's been trained. And what I mean by that is, you're probably going to get the wrong impression here, but Jennifer is completely immune to my bullshit. Completely immune. Like, I cannot charm Jennifer. I cannot bullshit Jennifer. None of those things. Jennifer just accepts me for who I am. All of the bravado and the mysticism that is Squeegee, she does not give a fuck about none of that, dude. She does not care at all. Dude. Yeah, she's like, all right, bro, cool. Like, if somebody's laughing at me, like if a girl's like laughing at my jokes or something like that, Jennifer will straight up, and she's done this once before. She's like, listen, he's not that fucking funny. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, yeah, Jennifer's immune to my shit. That's fine.
How long you guys been together? Like, since middle school?
Me and Jennifer have been dating since we were 15. I haven't had another. I've had a couple other girlfriends, you know what I mean? But Jennifer and I have been together since we of course, like teenagers do. We're like, I fuck her, man. Fuck him, man. And then we like break up for a little bit. But she would kill me if I ever showed it, and I won't because I look equally ridiculous. But I have a picture of Jennifer and I together that, I mean, I may be a couple years older than my son is right now.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen your prom picture. I've seen your prom
The
picture.
green. Yeah. The green.
That was, you guys are like babies in it. It's so funny.
Literal fucking babies. We were like 14, 15 years old right there. I'm 45 now. So I would say like 30 years.
You guys are like, there's no separation.
Say that one more time.
There's no separating you guys. Like, you guys are like family.
Oh,
you
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think that would weird people out. For us not being together would weird people. It would weird me out.
Oh.
So like we're kind of like a thing.
It's fun to watch that. My Christine's grandparents are like 82 and 81. They've been together since they were 14. I think she told them when she was 12 or something that she was going to marry him. It's cool seeing someone who's like, they don't know what life was like. I don't even remember before we knew each other.
Yeah, my cousin Mike and his wife have been together for that long since high school.
Yeah, it's an interesting bond.
Mario, what up, my dude?
I gotta grab a drink.
That's a long time, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Getting married to my ex, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, oh my God, I'd be miserable. It'd be so fucking bad. So, speaking of St. Patrick's Day,
that's really the only reason why I think Jennifer and I's relationships works the way, because it's not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like like a tired of like thing. You know what I mean? No.
Right.
She keeps me on my toes. I keep her on her toes. You know what I mean?
You're still raising kids too. Still got a plan. You got to move forward.
Yep.
St. Patty's Day, it's my daughter's 20th birthday, so she's a St. Patty's Day baby. So she wants to. It's raining here, so she wants to party in the garage. Dude, last time she had a party here, there was 45 trucks up down my road.
Oh, jeez. Sounds like a problem.
Sounds like I'm gonna have a house full of friggin' 20 and 21-year-olds. Again.
Yeah.
These kids go wild around here because they're all country. So they go from party to party every weekend. It's not like
yeah, man. I had someone last week trying to avoid paying me as well, dude. Avoiding calls and emails and stuff like that. Shit gets like, come on, man.
I'm waiting $800.
What's that?
Waiting on $5,800 right now. That would do a lot of good for my bank account.
Yeah, Mark definitely doesn't know how to use a fucking mute button or nothing. His shit is super hot, ain't it? God damn.
Turn it down.
It's the bottom button.
Bottom one.
Yep.
It's numbers on that one.
Yep. What is it on?
22.
Almost wide open.
Yeah.
How about that? Is that good?
Yeah.
That better?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
Just get like background noise.
Well, it's not only that, and the fact that Tim is still doing this with fucking earbuds after 8 years. I tried to get to. I like listen. Like when you that's the problem, Tim. When you start talking, like right now, he's laughing. We can't even hear you laughing.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like that's a. I knew you went somewhere to get something. You're such an.
I went to fill my drink, and then I remembered that I rescued. This is Ligadusha, and we rescued her from the waterway. So get it, Tug. See what's in there?
Yeah.
That's her nether region.
Her nether region, dude.
I put this in the kitchen, and my wife goes, "What is that?" I go, "I rescued her. I'm gonna put her up here. If she moves, or she hey, enough, stop." If she gets off the shelf, she's gone.
Let
Go
Jennifer
back to-
see your dog. She's not seen that dog.
Wait,
The white one. The one that should have been called cornbread, but we'll just excuse that. Look at that doggy. Look at that doggy. Oh, look at the doggy.
She's a hellion.
Doggy. Doggy.
How old is it? 6 months?
Puppy.
4 months.
Yeah, she's just a puppy.
Yeah.
She's a little girl. Oh, she's a sweetie.
Mark, you missed. Mark had his baby on, Seth. You missed it.
I know. At least I caught like a second of it.
No. He had his baby puppy and his actual baby. Seth wasn't. Yeah, he didn't see the baby.
Oh,
You see, look,
you gotta
Mark.
bring her up right.
Oh!
She's got my blue eyes. See?
That's pretty
The
good.
fact that you found that in the water and saved it blows my
Dude,
mind.
I was polishing glass, right? And
He's like, "Ooh, a baby doll."
yeah, I was
Oh, little
polishing
weird
glass,
baby.
and I seen it floating in the waterway, right? And then there was a guy raking, and I'm like, "Hey, man, could I borrow your rake?" And he's like, "What are you gonna do with it?" I go, "I gotta pick that up. I gotta save that." And he starts laughing, and then he made an off-color joke. He said, "Maybe we should just put something that would attract her on the dock, if that makes
Oh
any
my
sense."
God.
And I go, no, just give me the rake. And I got her with the rake, so I put her in my polish box. She dried out, and
What's her
she's been
name
with
now?
me ever since.
What's
She
her
is.
name, Mark?
Yeah.
Man, dude, like somebody just gave our podcast a thumbs down, man. Why don't you like us, man? Dude, I don't understand why you don't like us.
Some fucking egghead.
That's his name. As soon as you said egghead,
yeah.
Thomas, something Thomas is his first name. I can't remember what his name is. Something Thomas. But he's always got some contrary remark to say about fucking everything. And Mike
Some people
Nichols,
like that.
Mike Nichols made a comment on a post that I made about why worry about the opinion of others that you wouldn't. Why worry about the opinion of someone you wouldn't ask advice from?
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
And
Instead of
Mike made, just an innocuous quote. You know what I mean? Just like, something about no one's opinion affects my bank account. And he's like, well, I bet your customers would beg to differ. And it's just like, dude, what are you talking about, man? Why are you, first of all, mind you, this guy thinks we're idiots. Why are you on the Squeegee Life page? Like, you have to, you clearly are following me. You know what I mean? And you're on
He's
here,
an egghead,
and you
dude.
just want to get on here and just say shit like you got a gotcha moment on the internet. The dudes that try to do the gotcha thing, like Jake Van Orton, is fucking really good for that.
Oh, he's a bozo, dude.
Like,
Bozo.
you're always trying, like, them gotcha moments. I don't understand the gotcha moments. I don't
I don't
what are you
get it when
trying
you're
to prove, dude? Like, are you bored? Black Diamond rubber sucks. Cool, dude. Don't buy it. Why are you
Who's
on?
forcing you to buy?
It's not even that. That's fine if you think something sucks, but like you're going to like Black Diamond is doing like a 50% off sale or like a spring sale and they're in the ad in the sponsored ad like this stuff sucks, man. Well, I believe it or not, the people that are seeing this most likely clicked on a like on the Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber page, and they could just try it out and maybe they'll like it, maybe they won't. I don't know, but like I think Perry Tate is a complete fucking idiot. And I think his tools are garbage. I think he's a complete piece of shit. But you don't see me in the comments of him trying to sell shit like this shit sucks, man.
Yeah, dude. Like I don't like Barks root beer.
Yeah.
I'll go on their page and be like, your root beer is
Hey, McDonald's,
Right.
fuck you and your ice cream machine, you piece of shit. I
so
just don't
weird.
go to fucking McDonald's for ice cream. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, like,
Well, that's not ice
like
cream,
the going out of your way to say that something sucks. Like, dude, you got to get some time on.
Yeah,
your
and
hands.
always like chirping too, and then him and his fucking
Yeah.
Mormon buddy, like just like, oh hey dude, like whatever. I mean, he looked like he crawled out of primordial ooze.
Dude.
Like, like you know what I mean? Like, you ever seen fetal alcohol syndrome
Yeah,
where they got
dude.
like the prey eyes on the side of
Seth,
their head?
you can tell Seth's not going to the huge convention this year. He's just saying shit.
No, because here's my point. You had all the opportunity in the world to
That's what
run your trap, and I said, "Hey, how's it going?" And you didn't. And then
Yeah, I brought
like,
that
and
up.
then it's like 6 months later, you're like, "I hate everything you do." Like, okay, dude, who cares? Like,
I brought
if
that
you
up.
don't
He
like
did,
this-
like Jake did walk it back and say that he has got no ill will or beef with
Well,
us or whatever, and that's
yeah.
cool because I genuinely do not give a
I
shit.
don't want it. Yeah,
I don't
I'm not
care. I don't
interested in
want it. Like, you can think we suck. That's fine. Because from where I'm sitting, I'm not sucking. You know what I mean? It looks like I'm fucking shining on y'all. You know what I mean? And maybe that's the real problem. Is the fat loudmouth dipshit that did it his way the whole time with his buddies, their way the whole fucking time, are getting shine. And maybe that bothers people. I think that could be just what it is. You know what I mean? But what you see going on here is not like an ego contest. We're on here because there's like 18 to 20 people that have been watching this show religiously for now going on 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? So that's who we do it for. You know what I mean? And we get the consistent 300 to 400 views on a podcast every time it's up. You know what I mean? I'm not saying we get thousands of looks, but you know, everything here is authentic. It's not fucking, we're not trying to force authentic. We're not trying to do this. We're not trying to do that. We're just being ourselves. And maybe that rubs people the wrong way because we get shine. And what I think you guys don't realize is the reason why we're getting the shine right now is because we're consistent. We've been doing it a long time and we're ourselves at all costs. Don't you guys agree?
I would agree. Yeah,
Just
100%
keeping
agree
it,
with that.
keeping it 100, and now stop being a hater, man. Just do your thing. Do your thing. I'm not mad at you. Why be mad at me? If you don't like what we do, then don't watch.
Yeah,
Right.
like if you don't like
Micro
it's
Mike
like-
is my friend. Are you happy, Mike? Are you happy? He won't
put-
shut up about me being his friend. I'm your friend. There.
You know what he's doing right now in the mirror.
No, I literally
Yes, he is.
I literally talked to him the other day because he borrowed some of my extension pieces for the destroyer, and I'm getting them back. And he's like, "TJ told me he was my friend." I finally got him to say it. I was
Yeah.
like, yes.
Yeah.
That
He
was
caught
funny.
me in a weak moment.
He is a good guy.
Who, Mike? Yeah, he's all right. I'm not gonna say he's a good guy, but he's okay.
He's wearing on you.
But yeah, I'm not. Listen, man. I don't want that. And the same thing with that Thomas dude. I can't remember his first name.
Who's Tom?
But like him and Jake and any other controlled opposition that we have. Listen, dudes. You know what I mean? There's only like seriously 2 people that I just do not have no forgiveness for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perry Tate, and the other one's that Jose dude from Texas or New Mexico, wherever he's from. Jose, what's his name?
The one that attacked Jen.
The one that was talking shit about
Nieto or
Jen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nito,
there he goes.
Nito,
That
Nito,
dude.
whatever his name
That
is, something
dude.
like
That's the only 2 dudes, man. Those are the only 2 dudes that I just got. Once you start talking about Jennifer, man, it's a wrap. It is a wrap. And I'm gonna say this, even if it's the huge convention 2026 or 25, whichever one I'm at, and Jose's there on site, be ready. Put up your dukes. If you see me coming, be ready for a fight. I don't care where we're at. I don't care if we're at the bar, we're standing in front of the Zero booth. I'm knocking all of your teeth out of your fucking head. It's gonna be bad.
Listen.
I'm gonna beat you till my fucking elbows are bloody. There you go. I said it on the internet. There you go. I said it live on the pod. I will beat your ass. Just so you know. That dude's he's got one coming. Like I said, you can say whatever you want about me. I'm cool with that. I'm fat. I'm stupid. I'm missing a tooth. All of the things. That's cool. That's fine. You hurt my insides. That's cool. But when you talk about Jennifer, that is a problem. That is a big problem for me. That's a big problem for me. Because she's the best. So, there's going to be no back. And I'm telling you, Homeboy, I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad. Listen, I'm just saying. When it comes to Jen, you will catch the fade. I'm telling you, it's documented. There's police reports. I had my own spot in the jail. I know how to play spades real good and tonk, and I'm not afraid to do nothing. You know what I mean? Those are only two people I have a problem with. I don't even feel physical about Perry. Perry's just a turd. But Jose's gonna get these hands. I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna put bones in your waves like a seashore. It's gonna be bad, bro. I'm just letting you know, dude. I'm just letting you know. And the thing is I don't even know why that dude was saying that shit to me. I think it had something to do with Perry or I'm fat or something. I can't remember, but
yeah, who knows? I don't even remember what it was about. I just remember it happened. Was that?
Yeah,
on, like,
I don't
Facebook
even know why.
Or something like
it was on
ago?
Facebook, and then he went to my personal page and started sending me messages and shit. And he was talking real bad about Jennifer, and I was like, dude, like, if you don't like me, I even told him, I'm like, listen, bro, like, you can, you can say whatever you want about me. I'm fine with that, but you don't talk about my kid or my girl or none of that shit, because then it's gonna, like, I am telling you, and my mom is probably watching, Jennifer, my daughter, I don't know, somebody that knows me personally. Every time I've ever been in trouble, in handcuffs, or in jail is because of Jennifer. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. You think I'm talking shit, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Understandable. Yeah.
I'm just letting you know, the only time I've ever been in handcuffs is because of her. So, tread lightly. You say whatever you want about me, but you got to not say things about Jennifer, because I would never do that. I would never talk about somebody's old lady like that. Never.
Right.
No, it's off limits.
You know, I might be like, yo, your old lady could jump up in there and get stuck. I might say some shit like that. But that's where it's going to stop. I'm not going to get like, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. You know, that's not my first go-to. I'm going to go after you. But like I said, man, that's just not nice, man.
No.
That's not nice. You don't talk, That's something we've tried to do on this podcast, is keep the wives and shit. Because they're, like, she's just an innocent bystander. I could tell you.
She doesn't have nothing to do with it.
She's one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. I know, and the sad thing about it is if that particular dude was on the side of the road fucking cold or something, Jennifer would probably offer him $20, you know what I'm saying? Or buy him a cup of coffee. That's the type of person you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, oof, like, man, dude. That's why you will get beat up real bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because she'll wait for me. You know what I mean? And when you got one that will wait for you, you're willing to risk it all. You know what I mean? Like, just so you know. I'm willing to risk it all, brother.
Yeah, if you don't get that, you don't get much. Man,
yeah, so. Yeah. 260 looks wild on camera. 260 is something else altogether when it's on top of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ask Jennifer. You like to never get away. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah.
Robin's hungry.
Oh man, I like to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be bad. But I would prefer to. It would be nice if that dude would just apologize for the shit that he said. You know what I mean? But I know he's never going to. He's one of them type of dudes.
Yeah, it's fair, man.
You know, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent on that, but you know,
it happens.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm going to tell you, I'm a little upset, man. I put the skid in the back of the truck, you know what I mean? Because I'm like, it's happening, you know what I mean? I put the skid in the back of my truck, and now it's in the 30s again. Like, I don't even understand what's going on with my life. You know what I'm saying?
I know. You've had a
What's
rough
up, Tyler?
winter up there. It's just cold.
I would just listen. I just want to listen. I want. It was like spring for like 2 days, and then it just decided like, hey, you know what? It's winter again. You know what I mean? Like what? I don't understand. Why is it doing this to me? You know?
I know, man.
Oh man, I hate it. The only thing good about cleaning windows and it keeps getting hot and cold, is like in the morning, you work with the sun instead against it. That's the only good thing you got going for you.
Yeah.
Because
kind of flip everything around,
typically in the summertime, I'm starting in the shade and working my way around the place. You know what I mean? To try to stay in the shade.
Reverse. If it's going to be fast, I'm like, man, I'm getting all this hot stuff out of the way.
Oh well, yeah. No, I mean, well, there's exceptions to the rules, of course.
Yeah. I'm like,
wasps are already coming out down there. Man, no, I've seen no wasps as of yet. I don't like those.
Ugh. You get wasps, man? Ugh,
Ohio cold hits wild different. Yeah, up here on the lake, it's a little different birds. You know what I mean? I'm not saying this is the frozen tundra or anything like that, but there's mitigating factors that, there's colder places, of course, than where I live, but the wind comes, anyone that lives on a lake or even on the ocean for that matter, when it comes across the water and super like frozen water, it's like super cool, like it's like an air conditioner, man. It's really sucks, dude. Like it really sucks up here in the wintertime. It really sucks. It's really hard for me to do work.
Yeah, man.
It'd be hard for me to get out of bed,
dude. It's tough. It is tough. And
the only time I ever realized that, like, how cold the Great Lakes were, was like when I first started my business. I was slow, and I subbed out gutter installs for a company, and I was in Rochester, New York, in January, and I kept hearing this popping, and I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And everyone's like, "Oh, it's like the water freezing in the trees and the branch." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
It was like,
it's
gonna be a nice 8 degrees today.
Yeah, it's just that wind off of that icy over the ice in the lake. That's a mother effer, bro.
Dude, I remember one thing that sticks out of my mind about my trip to see you in Ohio was when we drove in by the lake, all the frozen water hanging off those dead-looking trees.
Yeah,
was eerie. I mean, that was cool. I've never seen anything like that.
It's weird looking, man.
They look like they're made out of glass.
Yeah, it sucks. And it's what the crazy thing about it is.
Some big piece of ice hit your roof. I almost
fell off. Yeah, a piece of ice fell off a high tension wire and fucking landed on the hood of the truck. Scared the shit out of Mark. I'm like, dude, that's
every day, brother.
Yeah, listen, there's ice going to be falling around down here, dude. You know what I mean? You got to be prepared. Yeah. I couldn't hear it over the whine of my idler pulley, so it didn't matter. You know what I mean? That was back in the busted idler pulley days.
Right?
Yeah, I went at like fucking
days.
Yeah, I went a whole winter without changing. It was too cold, man. I didn't want to do it. It's just too cold out. It was still starting and running, man. It's fine, dude. Sounds weird. Don't listen. Turn up your stereo.
And honestly, Mike saying it's cold there, he lives in like the center of the state, which is like one of the colder parts of our state too. And then him saying it's cold, like it's always cold where he is. It's always cold. And then it's unbearably hot.
Well, he messaged me about it. He's like, dude, it's like weird fucking. It's like, he goes, it's super cold here. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's wild.
It's humid cold. That's what it is. The humid cold. Like if you get dry cold, it's not as bad. Humid cold like hurts your bones.
Yeah, that shit's like a knife. It is, And I'm accustomed to it. Like some people are like, I get questions all the time about the gloves thing, and I'm just like, well, first of all, get you some man hands. Second of all,
do something on PayPal today, request credit or an increase.
Yeah, that's on mine.
You did do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good. Sorry. My wife and I, when we went to Georgia for our anniversary trip a couple months ago, I was following behind this semi. There wasn't snow on the ground. There was some snow, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, this giant sheet of ice came off the roof of a truck. It was like 4 foot by 8 foot. That could kill somebody.
You can get in trouble for that around here. Cops will pull you over around here.
You gotta clear the roof.
Dude, I just see this thing come off the roof.
It's tough to do on a semi truck, though.
Well, yeah, true.
Yeah. It was a sheet half the size of the top of the truck. It was huge. I mean, that thing could go right through your windshield, I would think.
Well,
that's why you don't follow too closely.
Yeah,
right.
That time of year, man. Yeah, you stay back. Either that, or you just get in the other lane.
That's a problem. A lot of people around here, like I've noticed, like they think because they have a 4-wheel drive that it somehow makes them impenetrable to the snow and ice. And it's always the dude with 4-wheel drive in a fucking ditch or up in somebody's back seat with their pickup truck. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
just because you could take off fast in the snow, don't mean you could stop fast because you got 4-wheel drive. You idiot. You know what I mean? Like, you dummy.
Right.
You know?
It's so funny watching people who don't know how to drive it. The other thing that drives me nuts is if you have a car that you can reach the top and you don't clear that off, that's like not putting the sharpened cart back. Like, you don't belong in society, brother.
Listen, you know what I do? I get in my truck in the morning and then I'll turn the heat on, let it get nice and hot.
Yeah.
And then I'll just turn on the windshield wipers back down the driveway with all my snow on my truck and drive down the road while it just blows off everywhere. Because I don't want to have to, like, listen, there's a nice clear spot on my driveway. And then I can back it out and take that snow somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having to shovel it. You know what I mean?
Transport it? Yeah.
Yeah, listen, dude. Leave me alone, dude. What I do is I cruise to the corner, then I go down my street nice and slow, the speed limit, and it starts to blow some of it off. And then I'll get to the corner, and between the corner and the stoplight, I do like 80 miles an hour, dude. And it's almost all the way off. You know what I mean? It's no problem, dude. No problem, bro. It's only a problem when someone else does it. When I do it, it's fine.
I'm infuriated.
Yeah. This lazy bastard didn't clear any of the snow off his car.
I followed a person to the grocery store and yelled at them. Like,
the one thing that gets me out, and maybe other guys that live in colder climates, or even anyone actually, to be quite honest with you, in the right conditions, like especially, but for me in the wintertime, it's trucks without mud flaps. And I'm driving behind them, and I use like a gallon of window washing fluid to keep it drives me crazy.
Oh, yeah. Especially like right when you hit like this time of year, March.
The spray,
everything is just like.
Yeah, dude, like, come on, put some fucking mud flaps on that truck, you piece of shit.
Oh, you dickhead.
Ooh, it makes me mad.
That or someone who lives on their windshield washer fluid in front of you. Like, and then it's just like, I just clean my windshield. Come on. I can't see anything because the sun sits at like this height all day.
Yeah.
The sun sets here at 4:03 in the wintertime. I'm like, listen, guy, like it's basically dark around.
Yeah, I had to do a grocery store this morning, like, and you know, like I go to get paid, and I'm like, I'm kind of finicky about getting paid, you know, believe it or not. I don't like waiting around for money, and but I have certain rules, you know what I mean? And if you don't want to set a schedule with me, like say I want Sack and Save fucking cleaned every Monday, every other month. Okay, once a month on a Monday, every other month. I'm like, cool. And then it's on the schedule. But if you call me like whenever you feel like it, you're paying me cash as soon as I get done. And I've told the store manager this 3 times. I've done the place like 6 times now. And I told her before I even did, I was like, if you want to get on the schedule, I was like, first time, she's like, well, we'll pay you cash. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. But if you want to get on a schedule, we could do it, you know what I mean? If you'd rather just pay by check, we can get you on a, like a thing. And she's like, no, we'll just, I'm like, all right, cool. But just so you know, if this turns into a regular thing and you want me to like, hey, I need the windows cleaned this week, when I get there to do that, you're paying me cash every time. Because if I have to move shit around, I'm getting paid cash. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Well, this guy, he wanted to he wanted to argue with me about it. You know what I mean? I'm just like, listen, dude, I told you the last time, because he goes, I need to get you on the thing so we can like get you in the system so we can just mail you a check. And I'm like, I'm cool with that. It's like, if you want all my information, send me an email. I'll give you my insurance information, my tax information, whatever you need. And I'll send you an invoice. And he's like, oh, we'll set that up. Never set it up. And then I come back this time after, telling her this, telling him that. And then he wanted to be like, well, I'm like, no. You asked for your windows to be cleaned this week. I told her and I told you, both of you, that if this is the way we're going to do this, we'll call. I will show up. I will clean your windows.
When you will pay me when I'm done.
And they will look awesome. I told him, I was like, they will look great and they will be done when you want them done. However, when I'm done, I want paid, right? I want paid. You can write me a check if you want, but I want paid before I walk out of here. That's just all there is to it. I'm not waiting for that check. You didn't have to wait for me and I'm not waiting for you. You understand? Am I wrong there, guys?
Not at all. Dude, I used to have a Walmart Supercenter that went once a month, and it was the only Walmart I've ever seen clean their windows because this manager was particular.
Right.
And he goes, okay, let me explain to you the process. Okay. He goes, you clean the windows in and out, all the doors. Yep. How much is that? $75 a shot. He's like, okay. Then you follow me. Write up a bill. And I'm like, you don't want me to mail it? He goes, corporate doesn't need to know anything. And he took me to this door on the side by the service desk, like down a hallway for employees only. And he goes, dude, it looked like it was just a wooden door with a drawer that slid in and out. He goes, all you do is put your invoice in here and close that door. And then all of a sudden, the door opens back up, and there's an envelope with cash. You mark the invoice paid. And I never seen anyone on the other side of that door. But I knew every time I walked up to that door and put my invoice in there, within 2 minutes, I had my money. I loved it.
Right.
And he retired, and then that was the end of the job.
This is the same situation. I'm super thankful for the job. I wasn't rude to the guy or nothing, but I was just like, man, these are the terms. And I was like, if you want to change the terms, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? I want to continue to clean your windows. He's like, you do such a great job. I don't want to lose you. And I was like, well, I'm not going to go nowhere. I'm just telling you, if you want to do it differently, you need to take steps for that to happen. If not, if you just, he's like, well, I'm kind of more of the, like, when they look bad, I want to call you. I was like, well, then you're going to have to just give me this grace here. You know what I mean? I need paid. Whether by cash or check, I need paid that day. Because I'm moving my schedule around for you. He's like, well, I'm not trying to screw you. I was like, you're not screwing me up. I'm just moving things around.
Right.
So if I'm making a consideration for you, just meet me halfway on the getting paid when complete. You know what I mean? Right. So, and we was cool. He was cool about it. He's like, you do such a great job. I've had other guys out. It didn't turn out good. And he's one of those guys, just really particular. He wants his store looking $100 all the time, which I can appreciate. It's a nice store.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll tell you, when I had a lot of route work and I bought another business and there was a lot of cash, it took me about 2 years, but I got everybody changed over to either credit card or check from the mail.
Yeah.
And people are like, you're so stupid walking away from that. I go, dude, to wash a store twice a month and then come back a third time sometimes to get paid and stand in that fucking line. Like, I had a Dollar Tree, the Dollar Tree stores, and the guy was like, I'm just going to pay out of the drawer every time, do it once a month, $40, whatever it was. I'd walk up, the first month, second month, third month, he was cool. The next month, all of a sudden, a lady whips in front of me with, $31 items, and then starts pulling out rolled fucking pennies. And I'm like, I'm literally going to stand here longer than it took me to clean this fuking store. I just got my money, and I never went back. And I seen the guy about 3 months later, and he's like, what happened to you? He goes, I thought you went out of business. I go, no. I go, I'm not going to stand there while you count pennies to pay me my money. I go, I spent 15 minutes cleaning your windows. I spent 20 minutes waiting to get paid.
Listen, you got to be more assertive. Stop being a pussy. I would not be waiting on no line. I would have circumvented the line. I would have walked around all the peasants and being like, yo, I need my money. Because I'm not a customer. I'm not waiting in the customer service line. I'm not waiting in the customer service line because I'm not a customer. That's your fault, not his fault.
Yeah, you're right.
It is your fault. It is your fault.
I stood there with the bill in my hand.
Oh, you think you're cool because you got a tattoo and you're not.
He knew. He knew what I was there for. He could have reached in the register, gave me my money, signed the slip, and walked out. Instead, he decided to count pennies. Fuck you with your pennies.
Am I the only one that thinks Mark's attitude has completely changed since he got his 2 tattoos? Now,
I'm getting another one.
3 tattoos. Now, doesn't he act like he's super cool guy now?
I am. I get all the time.
He needs to ride a chopper like this.
Yeah.
With those ape hangers.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hangers with his little
it's just a regular 4-inch rise handlebar.
You know what?
For Mark, it's just a regular drag bars or ape hangers to Mark.
The only Harley guys I like are 60+ Harley guys. Those guys are cool. Everyone else.
That's why he calls side by sides bikes, because he can't ride a bike. He can't reach the pedals and the handlebars at the same time.
Dude, when I
can't sit on the seat. I always have to stand when I ride a bike.
When I was 17 years old, I bought a Honda CR250R. Okay. From a buddy. He couldn't get it. It stopped running. He's like, I'll sell you this bike. I bought the motorcycle. I wheel it home. You're going to rag on me, but I couldn't touch the ground on the fucking thing. It's that tall. It's that tall.
Yeah.
It's that tall. I had to lean it to one side and put a foot down. you couldn't put it on a milk crate. It's that higher than a milk
Yeah,
crate. Well,
yeah.
that bike, when I got it running, and I had other bikes, smaller bikes, literally scared the living shit
Oh, yeah,
out of
those
me.
are
It just wanted to come out from
What
under
kind?
you.
What kind of Honda was
It
it?
was a Honda CR250R 2-stroke.
Yeah, that's my cousin had the same exact motorcycle and converted it to alcohol.
Yeah, dude, you ever ride that thing?
And you know how long he rode it?
How long?
One ride. One ride.
Yeah.
He brought it
I'm
over
not
to my
lying.
house one night, drunk off his
Yeah.
shit, pulled in front of the house, got the bike out of the. He's like, I converted ooh, doggies.
Look at that.
Puppy dog. Aw.
Come to my house. He's like, hey man, I converted my dirt bike over to alcohol. He starts it up, rides a wheelie at like 80 miles an hour down the
Yeah.
block, comes back, rides another one. He goes, I think there's something wrong with it, and then couldn't, and it died, and then he couldn't get it to kick back over, and then it locked. He couldn't even get it to kick. Well, it fused itself to the jug. It
Didn't have enough oil in it.
No.
Not
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I got that bike running. I rode it around the block one time, and I parked it for about a week. I was afraid of it. It was that scary that it wanted to come out from under you. And then you'd have to straddle the gas tank real far forward so that it would spin the back tire.
He's got a.
versus come
He's
up.
He
got a.
rides it like Indiana Jones.
He's got a lawnmower that runs on alcohol too, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Why
A
is he do that?
riding
Just for
lawn,
fun?
just because he's an idiot. He's just an
Just
idiot.
having a good time.
He's just having a good time, dude. He's not here for a long time. He's here for a good
I
time.
like guys like that. Those
Yeah, he
they're
just
fun dudes
does
to hang
shit
out
to
with.
like
They're
he's
good
like
entertainment.
he's the cousin that always has like he's like the one that has like the Rambo knife, and he's also got like a replica of John Wayne's rifle, and he's got like Dirty Harry's fucking 44. He's just a complete drunken mess
Desert
retard.
Eagle. Yeah.
He's out of control, man. Out of control.
Good people.
They're
most
fun
out of
like
control,
twice
dude.
a year to hang
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Those are
they're
twice
good.
a year dudes,
Yeah, twice a year dudes. That's what he is. Yeah, twice a year dude. Good to see him. Give him a hug. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of wonder, like, fly on the wall, like, are you even a real person? Or,
Yeah.
like, a figment of my imagination?
We
Like,
all question that on numbers of occasions. You know what I mean?
well,
yeah.
if you come from a big enough family, which I'm sure you do, you're Irish Catholic?
No, just Irish. We're not Catholics.
Irish, all right. Well, I'm saying usually Catholic because they don't believe in contraceptives, so there's 8,000 of them. So, I mean, my dad's side of the family, we have to rent halls, so, like, you're bound to have 2 or 3 maniacs in a family that big, and they're always fun. But you're always questioning, like, what are they like when they're not here?
We have some unhinged, like, you know, Mark spent some time with the fam.
I will just say this.
They're
I
unhinged.
loved everybody in his family. They were
We're
warm and accepting
super,
people.
yeah.
But I would not fuck with any of them. I can tell you that.
They're
Like,
giant. They're a bunch of
once
giant
they started
people.
to get a little comfortable with my presence,
Yeah.
then I could see it was going to start to get ornery, and
Yeah.
I would have to open my mouth.
Yeah,
which is probably not
yeah,
a good
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
People, because they don't.
I'm
know
actually on the smaller side as far as my family's concerned. Like, everyone is way taller than I am.
Really?
Way
Oh,
bigger
really?
than me. Yeah. Everyone's way bigger than me.
That's the biggest Irish people I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't mean
5'8" Hobbit people.
I don't mean like 20 foot tall or anything like that, but they're all over. I'd say probably
Good
the tallest is probably like 6'3" or 6'4".
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's tall.
Huh?
You know, you're taller
What?
than I thought you were. Like
You-
you
Seth
look-
is, yeah.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah,
taller.
well,
Seth, you're taller
I'm
than
also-
me.
I'm the tallest person in my family.
Right.
I literally, it looks like people came from the Shire and just kind of shot out of a. No, and honestly, they're like 5'7", 5'8", but they run their mouth everywhere. Anywhere we go, they're just talking shit to people. And you're always like, are we getting in a fight? Like, I got uncles who are 70, and I just all of a sudden just hear them fucking yelling at
It
someone.
doesn't, yeah, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Nobody's trying to start a fight. That's not what's
On my
happening.
side, yeah. No.
Yeah, nobody's trying to start a fight. It's
No,
just
they're
they're
ball
just
busting.
they're just ball busting balls.
No.
They're just
Well,
ball
with
busting.
family, yeah, that's what you
Some
do.
people
And
can do that. Some people can't. Like when I met Sean when I did the Zero warehouse thing, I met Sean for the first time, and that was the first thing he said to me. He's like, dude, before we even got on camera, he goes, hey man, whatever you do, just like, you know, he goes, I don't know if I can keep up, so you know what I mean? I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, you're fucking sharp, you're quick. I was like, that's because steel is sharp as steel. I don't know if you've ever watched one of my YouTube videos, but I like to throw in little tidbits of where I go every Saturday morning and hang. That's a rough crowd right there. You got to be
you
on.
gotta be on your game.
Yeah, you got to be
Yeah,
on point. You like
Was
so.
that your cousin who like lifted up his shirt up against the glass? Is that your cousin?
No, that was John, the guy that used to own the business.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell.
But
like,
we
it's
were
hard-
at my cousin's.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's your cousin's shop, right?
That's
or
his store.
business.
His day.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the building he owns. But yeah, when I, like the uni handle deal, like there was some footage that I had that to string that's for that video that I shot, but it ended up getting corrupted, and I couldn't use the footage. So I was like, I'll just go and clean Mike's windows. You know what I mean? And I didn't expect to have men pressing their breasts up against the windows. I wish I could do, because like I have a lot of.
Ham.
Well, I used it really. The main thing I wanted to shoot some B-roll for, you know what I mean, just of the squeegee working and shit like that, and
Or not working. Yeah.
or not working. Most cases, not working with that one. And the shit they were talking about me while I was outside in that cubicle, like I wish I could air it. It's not. I'm not gonna allow them to be saying that shit publicly about me. But
No, yeah.
it was all. I mean, they did nothing but rag on me the entire time. So they all sat, like my cousin's got a row of bad boy lawnmowers, like 8 or 9 bad boy mowers lined up in the showroom right there, and each one of them had an asshole sitting in it talking shit about me. It was it was awesome.
Yeah, the peanut gallery. Just...
Yeah. But those are my dudes though. Like
I remember when I went there with you, the first thing out of their mouth was something snide towards you. I'm like, oh shit.
Yes.
More family.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, to me, if you're gonna be friends, like you better be able to fucking bust my chops.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I can't hang out with people like, hey, how are you? Like, the
Right.
fuck out of here.
And I think that maybe that's a lot of people, like especially get the wrong idea about us. We're not fucking terrible dudes. We just ball busters. Some people, and sometimes it's not everyone like, and I'm sure that we're guilty of this. You're not really aware if people are immune to that or not. Some people are just not used to that and can't. You know what I mean? And then start talking about your wife or your grandma or some shit. You know what I mean? So ridiculous.
I got a 51-year-old guy who works for me. He's fucking funny as shit. He's so loud. And but he's always busting my balls. He's like, we got to make Seth money so we can get hair transplants. I'm like, hey, you fucking dick. But he's a chubby guy. So we went to the store.
Tim's going bald too, man. So
yeah, man,
Mark.
it happens. Yeah.
Mark's going bald. You guys just need to hang it up, dude. Hang it up.
Mine hasn't gotten really worse in the last 10 years. It did this when I was like 20, 25, and then
you keep telling yourself that.
I also barely see Mark without a hat on, so I'm not even sure what Mark.
Tim and Seth and Mark are all getting wheat fields.
It's
medieval. They look like a medieval painting of a wheat field when they take their hat off. Some old guy hunched over with a sickle in their hair. Look at Mark. Oh man, dude.
That's not even that bad for 50 cents.
Whoa, shit! Just hang it up.
Yeah, you got the yarmulke. Yeah, I hear you. I got
the widow's speak. It's wicked, brother.
What do you do at this point? I'm 50 and next
I'm
week.
bald.
So what? Yeah.
I thought I could grow hair. I tried to trick myself into growing. I was like, dude, I can grow my hair back. I did this a couple years ago. Jennifer's like, no, you can't. And I'm like, whatever, you little asshole. You know what I mean? I'm about to grow my fucking hair out. So I did that. And then I'm walking through the house without a hat on, and Jennifer's like, says something to me, and I say something back to her, and I happen to catch a glimpse of myself from behind in the mirror, and I'm like, oh, dude, like, I've got a huge bald spot back there, dude. Oh, man, dude. And then I started feeling like, oh, shit, that's smooth. There ain't no hair back there. Fuck it. Just ripped it off. I was like, that's it. I'm done. I give up.
Skinny dudes don't look good bald, dude, man. You know, they just don't look good bald.
I shaved my head once, and I was like, nah,
So
man,
I
got too square.
So what do you? So you call me fucking fat, Tim? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you just did right there, you bastard?
Curvy. You're curvy. You're not so much fat. We'll just call you
curvy.
Kirby.
I thought he called you Kirby for a second. I was like, hell, you can't call people Kirby.
What,
huh?
Kirby Puckett? Maybe, motherfucker. I can hit a baseball
Kirby,
good. Shit, what
like
you
the
mean,
little
dude?
Pink, Super Nintendo character.
Listen, man, I don't appreciate you calling me fat on the internet, Tim.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
fucked
what the
up.
fuck?
That's about as bad as calling me a janitor.
Well, I felt bad because the guy who works for me, wears 4X, and he's like, "Do they have 4X here?" I'm like, "I don't think they sell horse blankets here, my guy."
Oh,
Like,
that's wild, bro. That's
I'm
wild.
like, I
Bro.
don't think they got those.
Maker, yeah.
That's wild, bro.
Well, I mean,
Man,
shit
dude.
happens, don't it?
Damn.
Shit, for-
So you guys be
Boy.
talking shit about me behind my back, don't you? That's wild, bro.
Nah, man, I can't get behind that shock shit. I'm just kidding, dog.
I'm just
Man,
kidding, dog.
that just,
You left it open. I had
that
to. I
just
was
hurt
like,
my that just hurt my
Just
motherfucking
say I'm
feelings,
no,
brother.
dude, you're not even. You make it a big deal. I think you weigh like 20 pounds more than me.
No, I
To be
fucking
complete-
weigh like 300 more pounds than you do, dude.
How much? How much you weigh?
I weigh 270 right now.
All right, I was 242 at my
So,
heaviest. I'm like
yeah, I'm fucking
230ish. I'm
300 pounds
230.
more
Yeah.
than you. I was, dude. I was. Hey, listen. About 3 weeks ago, I just like stepped on a scale, and I'm like, I was just like, whoa, easy, killer.
Yeah, you ever?
Whoa,
Like, I was like, dude, I didn't even gain any weight, man.
whoa, somebody likes cake a little too much. You know what I mean?
Man.
Huh? I'll tell you when it
Anyway.
happened. This is when I really
happened
started.
was-
This is when it really went downhill. Is when Perry called me fat. It ruined my whole life. I was like, dude, I'm not eating anymore. I'm starving myself.
I
As
thought
you
I
can
don't
see.
want anything.
As you can see, I'm fucking like I'm gaunt and malnourished. You know what I mean? It really affected me.
You're like, I'm not gonna have pancakes this
Yeah.
morning. Yeah, leave me alone.
Every Squeegee life, that fat little
The fat little
guy
man.
is what
The
he
fat
is?
little man.
Yeah.
TJ
That
Squeegee Life, fat little man. I'm like, okay.
Or nor.
Meanwhile, Chris is putting his whole entire. Well, not Chris. The dude that owns what you want to call it? What's his name? Jed Porsche that owns Zero. He's putting his wiener all the way inside of Perry's booty hole right now with that brush, dude. The whole thing. He's putting the whole thing in there, dude.
Oh, look at
270
Laney
more-
coming to you.
Dude, that's dude. Hey, listen, man. Listen, if anybody's gonna make me fucking feel good, it's gonna be my daughter. So you guys can kiss my ass, dude.
I didn't even. Well, I didn't start the fat talk. I just.
No, Tim did. Tim called me fat.
Yeah, this
Tim
is
called
my
me.
fault.
That's right. This Tim called me fat.
Oh.
Listen, I got some cushion right now.
Dude, I spent most of my life a 145-pound man. You know what I mean? The majority of my life as a 145-pound man. You know what I mean? It's just until, I'll be honest, until when we had Elena, that was like, that was it, man. I actually, there for a little while, even after Elena, I started working out and get back in the gym. It's not really, it's not really it's not a priority. You know what I mean? I just don't fucking care. And I'll be honest, I don't care, really, when it comes down to it. I like to eat, you know what I mean? I like food. I like good food, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like donuts, you know what I mean? I like donuts.
Man, I miss donuts. A little Boston cream and a coffee in the
Oh.
morning.
But I will
Damn.
say this: the sugary drinks, like I drink way too much soda, man. I think that's my Achilles heel is soda, man. Like, I
can't get rid
don't-
of my stomach.
huh?
If I can't get rid of my stomach, I do 3 Pepsis a night. I
Ugh.
can't get off of.
Dude, it's been
I
difficult
wish
the
I could quit.
the last couple weeks. I've been really watching my sugar intake, and I've actually gone quite a while without a soda now. You know what I mean? And I just like woof. At like
Starting
3 or
sick.
4 days, you start feeling it's like, man, I need some sugar, brother. You know what I mean? Like I want something so bad.
It's
Yeah,
addicting. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I
So
weighed
good.
145 until I was shit. I want to say like mid-20s, and then I started putting on some weight. But yeah, most of my life, yeah. I have a picture somewhere. You'd shit yourself. Even just 12 years ago, like I lost weight. I was really drinking a lot though. That's really what did it. I quit drinking. Once I quit drinking, that was it. But
Yeah,
when I was
that
drinking,
happened
boy,
in
I
the
was
dude I work
fucking. You know what I mean? But not anymore. But I gotta watch out for my kidneys and shit. Like I gotta be careful what I'm doing with all this pop and shit. I just have to stop. You know what I mean? I need to stop. Cause I'm like, it's not gonna be long and they're gonna be chopping one of my feet off, like half my foot off. Not only do I have mesothelioma, but I'm gonna have diabetes so bad I'm gonna have to chop my limbs off. You know what I mean? Thanks, Eddie.
You got to be shooting insulin in your navel. You ever seen that Tracy Morgan sketch
What's that?
where he's talking about you could be a fat motherfucker and shooting insulin in your navel?
yeah.
It's one of my
Yeah.
favorite lines.
Yeah, I don't. I don't want to do that. My dad and my mom both had diabetes, but it was due to their weight. You know what I mean? And I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to have to do that. Thankfully, both my mom and my dad lost enough weight that they're not on diabetes medication anymore. So
Hell yeah, dude.
that's good. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get to that point. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna mindfully watch what I'm doing. And another thing, dudes, I don't eat breakfast, man, and I think that's a huge problem.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You gotta
That's
eat breakfast, man. I eat breakfast every morning before I go do
Well, that's
stuff.
what I typically end up doing is I will for a long time I would get up in the morning and not eat, and then I would say in the morning have a Monster or something like that, and then go all day without eating, and then come home and eat dinner, and I think my body, you know what I mean, and then I'd have a snack, and then I go to sleep, and I couldn't go to sleep because I was hungry, you know what I mean, my stomach was, you know what I mean, so I'd have to eat again. You know what I mean? So I'm doing all of my consumption at night and then going to sleep.
Yep, that's the worst.
Which is
It's
terrible for your
terrible.
sleep too.
Yes. And I have started last week. I started doing. And I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, but that's what I'm doing because I cannot. I don't have. First of all, I don't have the time to be fucking making something to eat in the morning. So I'm like, you know what? I'll just drink a protein shake in the morning. So I mix myself a protein shake, and that's what I've been doing instead of just like a liquid breakfast. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're getting protein and you're getting stuff in.
Yeah. So I just,
and then you could work.
I don't use water. I use milk. I use whole milk, and I mix my protein powder up and stoosh. You know what I mean? Four eggs, half cup egg whites, bagel, cream cheese every morning. But cool. We know, dude.
Dude, I can't.
And then I
can't
shoot
that.
myself with steroids because I'm a fucking queer. But anyways, let's keep going. Listen. Don't give me your breakfast plans in the morning, there, Mike. You do drugs for you. Those are fake muscles. You bought those in a lab. Everything fucking cool about you came out of a bottle. No, I'm just kidding. See, that's what I do to my friends, Mike. That's what I do to my friends.
This is what you get.
This is what you get when you become my friend, Mike. I hope you're happy.
You're gonna get load up in the messages.
I can't cook for breakfast in the morning. Man.
It's just too. It's so tough.
I just do yogurt, granola, and then I have one of those little Wayfair protein drinks and something to be in my gut.
Yeah.
A little apple. I don't know, something.
Breakfast is good for your metabolism, Mr. Awesome Guy says.
Yeah, of course. It kickstarts your day, man.
Okay. Well, that's what I mean. I hope the protein shake is the thing to do. I'm using that organic whey protein and some collagen peptides.
Sugar, yeah.
Collagen peptides. It's whey and whey protein powder and collagen peptides. A scoop of both. Shake her up real good. I drink that. You know what I mean? No.
Even if you could get like a granola bar in you too, it just helps hold it in there long. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Even just something quick and easy just keeps it because fluids just kind of
right
in the morning.
Yeah.
I at least find, man. You ever drink water in the morning, just one glass, and you pee 4 times?
Okay,
yeah.
In the first half an hour.
Yeah.
I drank
that's been happening to me quite a
water
bit.
yesterday, and I was like, God damn.
That's been I've noticed with the water, drinking water instead of a Monster in the morning, I piss 50 fucking times.
Yeah. You're just into some customer's bush, relieving yourself. Oh, God.
Or 2 days ago, Monday, I drove down to the corner and then turned around and came back to the house because I had to piss. I'm like, Jesus, I can't even get down the street.
Oh, God, that's
I just want a Monster. you know what I mean?
Give me this. Give me my
Monster. Just rather a Monster.
I never got into Monsters, but I get the appeal to them. My wife drinks those, Alanis. They're kind of they're this, I don't know, healthy version of that, and she loves them. I tried one, and it was I felt like I was on Coke for a half an hour.
I think what I'm going to end up I think I'm going to get me a subscription to AG1 and start drinking that AG1 drink, that greens shit, and it's supposed to be really good for your energy in the morning and stuff. So I'm gonna start. But then again, I'm gonna be drinking a protein shake and then drinking that. I'm gonna have to piss 50 times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be P Master Bill.
You're gonna be blowing ass at 9 a.m. Oh God. That is the hardest part of it, man. Like when you start eating breakfast on a regular basis, is like
the
how
Dukes.
fast you have to go.
The Dukes,
You'd
the
be like,
Dukin. Yeah, the Dukin sucks, man.
Yeah, you got to plan out like doing a Wendy's so you can be like bathrooms right there. It's tight. Yeah.
Dude, I'm never doing it, bro. I'm never doing it.
No,
the only way I'm,
the only way I'm,
yeah. If hey, listen, the only way I'm dunking somewhere is if it's like an emergency dunk.
Yep.
If I feel like I can make it home to dunk, first of all, I'm a big boy. Second of all, my mom and dad don't wipe my ass no more. And third of all, I have a house. I'm going to go shit in it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what nobody says. Where are you going? To poop. I'll be back. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, dude.
And, but an emergency is an emergency. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong. An emergency is an emergency. But, I have control of my faculties. You know what I mean? I'm not going to, I could feel one coming on. I'm like, listen, I'm going to have to hustle here. It's time to dunk. You know what I mean? Like, it's time to go. I'm about to have a brown out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm so looking forward to getting up super early in the morning. I don't know about the rest of you window cleaners watching this, but getting up early, I like to get up early in the morning. Once it starts getting warm out, get up super early and it's kind of dusk and you can get out and just do some things. I just love that. It's so peaceful. Everyone here that does this for a living, anyone that does this for a living knows exactly what I'm talking about. Those super early mornings, you get up super early and get out on the glass or get out on a job where you can be there really early and that there's nothing going on in the world. There's not people running down the road. There's not cars beeping, kids screaming. It's just quiet glass. That's all, man. That's dope, dude.
That's the best.
Mike, give me some drugs, dude. I want to do what you're doing, Mike. I want to be swole like you, dude, one day. I want to be a big, bad, tough guy. Huh?
Little nuts.
Little nuts.
Get small nuts on that shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, hey, listen, man. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Hopefully Jennifer's watching. She can tell you, man. Like, if my nuts shrank, it wouldn't be a bad thing. These motherfuckers, hey, listen, these things, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen, I'm 45. I know Mark's like what? Mark, you're about 10 years older than me? 9? 9, 10 years older than me? I know Mark's more in an advanced stage of his ball sagging than mine are. But, dude, it gets difficult, man. You know what I mean?
Dude, that shit caught me off guard,
listen, dude.
dog.
Listen, dude.
I turned 40 and I was like, man, I look all right. And I looked down.
What happened to my balls, dude?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, did you get some like tape or something? I gotta hold this
dude.
shit up.
Nah, dude, it's it's rough, man.
I can feel the duty water, so I'm like, it's,
listen, dude. I've been a boxer brief guy for a very long time, and I just realized, I want to be honest with you, maybe 3 weeks ago, like, it's just not possible for me. That's just too much. There's just too much testicles going on there. Dude. I can't have that shit all smashed up like that. No, I gotta let them hang, brother.
Parts in a plastic bag. You know
yeah, dude, it's bad, dude. It's just
my
bad,
buddy he used to pull it out of the side of his shorts, just a piece of the nut, and he'd go, "Anybody want some taffy?" I laugh every time.
Looks like a pressed ham.
Mark said, "I laugh every time."
I laugh every time.
If we all
so what are you
show
going tighties?
Yeah.
No, I just do regular old school boxers, man.
Let them hang dangle.
I let them motherfuckers bounce around, homie. You know what I mean? I'm just leaning into it at this point. You know what I mean? Like, if we gonna hang, we gonna hang.
So if we all show up on the podcast this summer in tops, you know that Mike's our dealer.
Yeah.
Maybe that big crash on the hood wasn't ice. Maybe your nuts hit the floor.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. I feel like if I pulled this microphone over here and dropped my balls on something like a hard surface, it would be audible. Like, it would be. Yeah, dude, like, I got a testicle problem, dude. Like, I got some nuts on me, dude. Like, right now, they're, like, in the way. Have a vasectomy, it's twice as bad. Oh, I couldn't imagine. I was, Jennifer, like, if it wouldn't have been for what happened with Jennifer, that's what I would have ended up having to do, because she was like, listen, dude, like, listen, well, we've had 3 kids, I'm not going to be on birth control, like, that's it, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to have the old boy, and I'm like, I fought against it, but.
Did you do it eventually?
No, she ended up, she had, whatever she had is going, so no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to say, but yeah, she had a procedure and shit she had to have done, so it kind of just took all that out of the
My buddy had it,
equation.
and it's a nightmare. He pulled his trunk, and then they told him not to.
Uh,
So, leave it heal, and he
Mm.
pulled his trunk, and it fucking nuts swelled up like grapefruits. And I'm like,
yeah,
not
my dad had it done. My cousin Mike, I think he had it done. There's a few people that I know that had it done. And it was fine. My buddy
Yeah.
Jeremy had it done. So I mean, I was prepared to do it. You know what I mean? But fate dealt us a different hand, and you know what I mean. I like, as Jennifer would say, I got away with it again. You know what I mean? So it's cool. I wish we'd had 2 more kids, or maybe 3. We probably should have had more when we were younger. I think we should have just been firing missiles. Is what I think. I think she would
don't
agree
know
with
how
me.
it's gonna go though. I mean, you had
Yeah.
3, but you just don't. You don't like when you're young. Hell, I'm 40 with 2 little ones.
Well, the
you know?
last
It's
one
like-
was quite that. The last one was quite a bit on Jennifer.
Yeah.
Uriah was quite. That wasn't good.
can put a toll on your body.
Yeah,
for sure, man.
yeah. The babies. You got to think those are living beings that are like sucking the nutrients from your body.
yeah,
It's like literally pulling the life force from you. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And there ain't much. She a little tiny thing to begin with. You know what I mean?
No.
So, yeah, they sapped all the. Go ahead,
I've
Tim.
been a dad since I was 18, literally, and now I'm watching Benny. Benny's 11, so he's getting to where he's, changing in looks, and you see all the memories of him as a baby on
Yeah.
Facebook. Dude, it's the saddest shit ever. Like, I don't know what to do after not being a dad.
Listen, dude, you're gonna be a dad the rest of your life. I don't know if you know that or not. And 2,
I know that.
I'm with you there on that. With like Uriah, like I was talking to Uriah earlier, I was like, kind of giving him the what for. I like to smack him in his face when he's sleeping now. I want to assert dominance on him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I just want him to. I just want to let that motherfucker know. Like, listen, you might be getting big and your voice might be dropping and shit, but you got to sleep sometime. You know what I mean? And this is my house, and I'll slap the shit out of you when you're sleeping. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get
That's
your
what,
ass.
no more steam points.
Yeah. So
I still decide what goes
dude,
on
but
that card.
like seeing like every once in a while I'll get like a memory on Facebook that just like God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of him when he was just a little shit, talking and
Yeah.
it sucks. But you know, that's such is life, man. You
yeah,
know
it's
what I mean?
it's part of the journey, bro.
It's part of the journey. And eventually I'll get a grandkid out of one of these brat ass kids of mine, you know what I mean? And I'll get to relive that on the weekends. I mean, well, if Jennifer has anything to do with it, I'll have them all the time. Because Jennifer's a baby girl. She loves babies.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. That's why I kept giving them to her. I keep giving Jennifer babies, but she don't take them anymore. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Tadpoles are making a U-turn.
That's
Yeah,
because you sit in that. That's because you sit in that hot tub too long up there in the in your own place.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
Steam cleaned them.
are those things buoyant? Like if you sit in a hot tub?
Oh
you
yeah.
dip-
Oh yeah.
Come
Oh
out
yeah.
in front.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh yeah. Don't get it twisted. Them motherfuckers sit up on top of the water, bro.
I'm not there yet. I can just see the writing on the wall.
Yeah, it's coming.
I'm
dude.
like, man, I got 7 years before this is all over.
it's coming,
dude.
brother.
It's all
And
done.
when you talk
I look
about
like shit.
this has come up on multiple podcasts.
Fuck you, Seth. I don't look like shit, you bitch.
You're not 7 years. You're only 5.
Seth is a
2 more
dick,
years,
man.
bro.
You are like, how many more shots are you and Tim gonna take at me tonight, man? What did I do?
Dude, it goes back.
I wish
to
we would have had a guest. You guys are being mean to me, dude. That's fucked
All
up,
right,
man.
Dude, you guys put my face on fucking.
Never. I
What's
don't
his
do
name?
that.
No, but you call me Squidward ass.
I'd never. I've
See,
never.
look at this. The gaslighting that goes fucking on this show. Dude. It drives me nuts.
That's what it's all about, buddy.
Yee.
I know.
But
It's
anytime
terrible.
you bring this up, TJ, I remember Joe Dirt when the nuts got stuck to the porch with that dog, and he stands up and he goes, "Roar."
Like,
She comes out with shears.
he's got the quality of knowing that he could take me out at any point he wants to, just with his mouth, and it would be a good battle with you between Seth and him. So yeah,
Who, me and Seth?
Yeah, if there was no holds barred on that, like I don't know, like
that would be a good battle. I can't hang in there with them.
you got to pick your moments in those type of things. So, like if you're out having a few drinks and having some appetizers, like you just let it roll. On a show, like sometimes it's hard because like when I fucking see you,
Dude, he could have.
you know what I mean? You get more of a vibe being there.
Like he could be vicious if you really wanted to. Like, okay.
I've got a way. I
Just got that.
listen. I do have a way about. Yeah, I've got a way about myself. I can say things.
Yeah.
What is it you were saying at the huge something about pinching your penis skin or something?
Yeah.
Oh, 5/8
Pinch
Peter
that
clamp.
skin, yeah. No, I kept telling Jacob I
Oh.
was going to pinch his dick skin.
Oh yeah.
I was like, get over here. I'm going to pinch that dick skin. Well,
I'll
I can
have
tell
you know,
that
I'm not
Jacob
stretch nuts. I'm slap nuts. Stretch nuts is my buddy. I'm slap nuts.
Slap nuts.
Yeah. I can make it clap.
But still, man, every time I think about that trip, just laying in bed next to Mark, he's got no shirt on, dying laughing watching Trailer Park Boys at 2 a.m. And it makes me fucking that. And when he sat in the airport for like 2 hours too long with me,
Yeah. I missed my fucking plane. We went to lunch. We went to breakfast or lunch.
yeah, he was looking at his connecting flight, not his other flight. He's like, I have
Right.
tons of time. 2 hours. Dude.
I lucked out on that one because I caught the next flight.
Oh.
but I guess
Oh yeah,
like
well,
8
you lucked
o'clock.
out because Kate's like
Yeah,
my
she
wife
figured
can
it
just
out.
be like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
Go.
you made it happen.
Yeah, but it was so funny. You're like, I thought it was 8 o'clock, but it says 10. So let's hang out and have breakfast. I'm like, all right.
Right? So,
See ya.
yeah. I'm not
Yeah,
a good traveler.
That was
you
a
know?
good. That was a good trip, man. I would love to recreate that trip.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll happen this year. To recreate that, it might be next year. I don't know. Well, you know, I know for sure it will definitely be next year for Seth. Seth ain't going nowhere. You
I can
ain't
go
going
for like
nowhere.
a quick weekend in probably like July or August, like a day or two. You know, like a quick trip back,
Yeah.
trip, but like all
Oh,
the
you're
way down.
saying? Dude, I'm
I
telling you,
can
man.
do like a quick driving trip, like 3-4
Maybe
hours.
maybe we ought to just not do that and maybe we'll do a podcast live from the Zero World headquarters.
Yeah, I could bring a Tanner skid with me.
Yeah,
and
dude.
That'd be
and make
cool.
Chris and Alex all jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
bring our Tanner skids and just squirt water at them.
I
Oh
am-
yeah.
Spray him from afar.
Listen, I am in head the week of 19 through whatever. So that's
But you know what I'm saying? Like, we could go up there, we could finally settle the fact that Mark is slower than me at cleaning windows.
Yeah, I kind of want to clean windows with Mark because I've never done it. It would be
You
fun.
will go with your tail so tucked between your legs.
I mean,
won't sit for a
I
month.
think 20 years ago, Mark could smoke me. I don't know. I think I got him now.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not.
No. Look,
I'm not
I-
ruling out. I don't want to. Mike, I don't want. I'm not ruling out that I will be at the huge this year. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't know if that group is going to be able to make it.
amazing duo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't make it this year, but like we were talking, if IWCA's in Orlando, I'll go. I don't want to go out to Vegas, like that shit. I'm not interested in like watching people
Yeah.
lose their life savings and like getting absolutely hammered. I just kind of want to like have a few drinks, sit in some warm weather for a day or two. And
Right.
It's a write off.
Yeah, you know, like I said, like the IWC, I'm not really sure I'm into that. But the huge, you know what I mean? You know, I mean, like the IWC, I just, again, like I'm not trying. I think the organization is great, but the trade show itself, I just like, you know, there's not a lot going on. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Honestly, the reason I'm going is because it's in Orlando and I'd see Mark.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
Honestly,
I'm
I would be
definitely
like
going.
1 hour in the trade show and then just use it as
Yeah.
an excuse to
Yeah,
hang.
and we'll go
you know?
hang out or something.
Yeah.
There's tons to do around there. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to do in Orlando.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying
but
that if I
Universal-
was invited, like say, if I was
Oh, it's-
actually invited to go for Maker Products, that'd be cool. If I was actually
Yeah,
invited for that, I would
Get everything
definitely
paid
go to
for.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even. I'm not even worried about paid for, but you know, just a
Well,
little tip
if
of the
you
hat
get
would be
It
that
nice.
does make it. It does make it nice.
If you get that gig, I get a T-shirt this time, right?
Yeah.
Because I ain't got no T-shirt from that.
Yeah, I'd get you a T-shirt, man. You know, that's wild. I don't have one either. You know, well, I had the one I had to buy, but I don't have any.
Who knows? Maybe there's going to be a Zero Products booth that you can be at there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The
Never
huge
know.
thing, like, you know, if I was to be asked to go for Zero to the huge, definitely, I would be there for that. Or Maker Products, either one. That would be, like, if either one of those asked me to either, I would definitely go. You know what I mean? Without question. To both, to be honest with you. But I just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? If I have to choose and I'm going on my own dime and shit, like, I'm going to choose the one that not benefits me, that just makes it easiest for me.
Well, yeah, it's.
So
I mean,
I'm
to
not-
be honest, the huge convention is better for hanging with the guys.
Yeah, and
The
I'm going to be
IWCA
honest with
is
you,
just
and not only
location and
that,
market.
if I was to go to Orlando, I would have to get on a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not driving to Orlando.
I
That's
already
too
told
long
you
of a
I
drive.
would do the first leg with
You know what I
you.
mean?
I'd
Like
fly out to
I would have
Cleveland
to,
and go.
like that would have to be a flight, and I've never taken a big flight like that before. So, you know,
You just pop 4 edibles.
I'm not.
and
Yeah, I'm
call
not.
it a day.
First of all, that's not happening because I would be panicking. And you know, I'm not opposed to flying. I just, you know, I've never done it, and it would have to be to go see Mark. I've made that clear. The only way I'm getting on a plane is to go see Mark or to go see Richie. And when Richie was out west, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
Right.
and the same thing. I would have gotten on a plane to go with Richie to the IWCA. You know what I mean? That was my only caveat to that. Like, would you like to go to the IWCA? And I'm like, sure, I'd love to go, but the only way I'm getting on a plane is if Richie's going to be there. That was my only deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Well, this
Yeah,
would be also going to see Mark Tanner, which is always a good time.
well, somebody's
Yeah, we will
speaking.
have a
Somebody's
blast.
speaking to you in the comments. I'm not even going to mention his name.
Oh, saw, dude.
So no, I mean, so Seth will fly into Cleveland. I'll get up to Cleveland, and we'll all fly
Yeah,
out.
it's like an hour and a half. Well, it's like maybe a 2-hour flight to get to you, so it's
And then
really
we're
easy.
Hours in the air to Orlando.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
what are you guys 2.5 from Cleveland to Florida?
Oh, no, I'm
Orlando, maybe
I'm
3.
like 45 minutes. I'm like 45 minutes.
No,
an
I
hour.
mean,
Oh.
what's the flight from Cleveland to Orlando? Like 2.5, 2:15.
Yeah, it's 2 hours from
Oh,
Columbus.
is that it? Really?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, that's a quick flight, man. You spend more time ascending and descending than you do at altitude, so it's not really that bad. Plus, they give you some,
my cousin Brandon
peanuts.
said that the taking off is easy. He says the landing part is the part that sucks.
Or if you
Yeah.
hit turbulence is not anybody's favorite thing in the world. Nothing's going to happen to you, but it just kind of sucks.
But like the landing, you're just okay because it's like you're on the ground. What's the worst
Right.
gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Basically,
They'll
once you hit
flip
the,
over and burn. I don't know.
yeah,
You know
man,
what I mean?
I don't know. I drive on the highway with 90-year-old grandmas, dude. That's
Right.
I feel like I'm taking more risks doing that every day, to be
Mm.
honest. Although all
Yes.
these flights lately have made me a tad nervous. I'm like, God damn,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on? Dude? Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep talking about flights. I'm getting on a flight like next week. I'm just like, great. They're gonna have a fucking memorial show for me because
Where are you
I'm
going?
on a flight. I'm going down to Florida.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm
Nice,
going down
nice.
to see my aunt for the weekend. It's my birthday, so I'll be right there in Palm Bay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Our weather is great right now because it's kind of cool in the morning and 50s in the morning, 60s in the morning, and then 70s in the afternoon.
Oh
There's
wow.
nothing better than like 75 Florida weather is like
Yeah,
the
it's
best, man.
Yeah.
It's got the 10 days got me leaving at 43 and flying into 82, so I'm okay. With
Oh
it.
shit.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
shock when you get off the fucking plane.
Oh yeah.
You can't
It's nice.
breathe
I'm
there.
sure. Might be a shock, but it's nice. So.
Yeah, I want to get some R&R before the season starts, man,
Right.
because this
Understandable.
falls after.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Once you kind of hit a certain point, dude, it's like you got to take these little micro trips or whatever
yeah,
you got to do,
yeah.
and just at least decompress.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I'm going solo. Leah's not even going. Leah
Oh.
usually goes solo down there because they're best friends. But
Oh.
yeah, I'm just going solo.
I fly solo a lot, man. I actually like it a lot because I don't have to like worry or pay. Like I just got my shit. I watch my shows, and I'm like, oh shit, we're already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Whatever,
Before I pass
dude.
out.
Say whatever you want in the comments. Whatever, dude.
Leah goes, "Why'd you fly into St. Louis?" Because I'm flying into St. Louis because it's been 31 years since I flew into St. Louis for basic training. So I just wanted to go do that real quick.
Oh,
And
cool.
then- It's my birthday,
Yeah.
I want to do something that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit on the left side so I can see the arch as I go by.
Oh, cool.
Off to Orlando,
Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
The arch is pretty cool in person. I got to see it when we went to Branson
Yeah.
that one year. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
On the way back from basic training, when I drove back home, that we went up it and shit. It was cool. So it's just a big memory for me from basic and shit. You know.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to hopefully a good season is what I'm looking forward to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think people are spending money this year. I might be a little tight because of the way the stock market's fluctuating, but
I honestly, again, like I said, I think the people that have us clean their windows are always going to have us clean their windows because they have money.
They have the money to do it.
Yeah, they have
Dude,
the
we
money
went
to
through
do it to begin
COVID.
with.
We went through. Look,
Yeah.
I mean, man, you got your dips and
Yeah.
shit happens, brother.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
do
I
your
think,
thing.
yeah, especially in this industry. I mean, if you're like a pigeonhole kind of guy and you're like only doing storefront commercial work and shit like that, I mean, you might be feeling a squeeze here and there, but that's why I try to keep as diverse as possible. You know what I mean? Try to keep
Truthfully, I think '08 was worse than the COVID.
Oh,
for
I'm
me.
sure. Yeah,
Commercially.
sure.
Oh,
yeah.
08 was rough, dude.
Oh, dude, '08 I lost
Yeah, that's
two chains of
easy.
banks. It was like
Yeah.
52 banks. Every car dealership that I still have today cut back from weekly or twice a month to once a month or every other month.
Right.
I'm like, I mean, they just slashed my throat.
Yeah, yeah.
That was our
Yeah.
version of the Great Depression, man.
It
I
was
I
rough.
tell you, you go back and you look at what really was going on.
Uh-huh.
It was, I mean, the amount of people who lost their home. Like, you know, I mean, I feel
Right.
blessed that I was young and I just had like a shitty apartment with like 3 dudes. You know what I mean? I was like,
Hanging out,
what was
yeah.
I, like 24,
Mhm.
25? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't realize I was poor anyway, so it didn't
Right.
fucking matter to
Yeah.
me.
You didn't notice it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, I eat ramen every day anyway. That's what it is.
It's fine. It's fine. I do this all the time. Yeah, dude. It's really hard telling. You know what I mean? What it's gonna. But I'm most of all just looking forward to nicer weather and being able to sit outside with the family or jump in the pool with Jen, and that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Is just the family time. You know what I mean? So we're always having folks over for something or other. Just even if it's just for dinner. You know what I mean? And being able to sit out on the porch and shit and talk and enjoy the weather. That's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, man.
More social time.
I can't wait. Like, it's like I haven't had the babies outside a lot because
Mm-hmm.
it's freezing. You know what I mean? I can't wait
Right.
to just like grill up on the porch, have them under the canopy,
Right.
bring them in the pool. Like, we start swim lessons in like 2 weeks, and it's man, I'm just looking forward to like good weather. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, if you got a pool, I feel like you have to kind of like
Oh yeah.
be ready. You know,
Yeah.
like kid CPR. Like, you got to know.
Yeah, you got to know what you're
Shit.
doing. Yeah, well, listen,
Yeah.
if you have kids, you should, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, I
Yeah.
felt like, why do we got to do swim lessons? I'm like, oh yeah, we got a pool. Like, we better.
Yeah, well, yeah. When they're that little and you got a pool, you need to think about that.
Yeah.
Definitely. There's no question. That's definitely something you need to
Well, it's
have in
the
their
fun.
toolbox.
The fun part is like, most of the time I see my friends bring them to swim class. Like, the wife's filming and then the dad's in the pool. Well, like,
Uh-huh.
we got 2, so she's got to be in the pool like with me. So
Right.
that'll be kind of fun. You know what I mean?
Right.
We can
Hey, man,
panic
just call me.
together.
I'll come up there and film you, dude. I
Yeah,
got you,
yeah,
bro.
come on up. You can watch me dunk.
You gotta
and
have your
go,
brother.
Oh my god!
You should have your brother do it. Have your brother do it.
His Instagram stuff, man. It's
Dude.
like I said, go wild with it. Like, do whatever you want with it. I'm like, have fun. And he's just like, the Seinfeld thing made me laugh. I was like, what the hell is this, man?
Well, no,
But it was
like I
funny. It
said,
was
if
good.
it's as long as it's tasteful and everything he's done has been pretty tasteful. I mean,
Yeah.
people will appreciate that. Some people may not, but most people will appreciate that, the lightheartedness of it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
because the whole like, here's my ad and this is what I charge type of thing really
You got to do like
Cool.
a little bit of it, but
Yeah.
like have fun with it. You know,
Mhm.
it's Instagram. It's not the people that are watching it anyways aren't gonna be bothered by that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. So, social media is a super easy way to market yourself and your business if you do it properly, and you don't need to charge somebody $2,000 a month to show them how to do it or anything like that. You just can,
No.
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
You
it's
just,
like he
do
looks
it.
forward to doing it every day now. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm like, all right, man,
Yeah,
have
it's
fun with it.
easy and it's fun and it helps.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
it all helps on the
well,
back end.
I don't know what's going to happen next week. Mark,
We'll have
what's
a high rise guy.
Is it? Do we have
Who
Mike
is it?
Draper on next week?
Who's on next week?
He's the last week. I
He's the
got
last- Jeffrey Scott?
no. Hang on. Let me find my notes.
Ruby
Oops.
Silvergold.
Okay. March 19th will be Shannon Kane Vig. He's local to me. I've never met him, but I knew his dad.
Okay.
And then March 26th is Jeffrey Scott and Chris Ayers.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
you
that.
know,
And if Shannon can't make it, I'm gonna reach back out to Weston, so we will have somebody.
okay.
I'll make sure we
you
have
know,
some.
we're sorry. You know, Weston lives on the West Coast, and he was working, and
Yeah.
he had a job they were trying to finish up, so you can't really fault him for it. So, but we'll be back next week. I want to thank all you for watching. Make sure you subscribe because I think this week, the end of this week, my giveaways with Zero and Squeegee Life and all that stuff are going to start. They're going to start popping out. The first one I think is this weekend. So you need to subscribe to this YouTube channel and Zero Products YouTube channel to get yourself entered into that. So I'm going to tell you guys that here first. And again, if you need some help buying some stuff from Zero, reach out to me. WCR, thanks guys for supporting us all this time. And
What's the website for Zero?
ZeroProducts.com. All our Patreon members, thank you guys. Of course, as always, Maker Products, Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber, and everyone else. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be back next week. Maybe we'll have Jacob back with us. I don't know, but Jacob had daddy duties tonight, so maybe next week he'll be back. If not, we'll see Jacob when we see him, but hopefully it's next week. I think he should be back next week, I would think.
Yeah.
And, we'll be back with another episode, and hopefully it's with a high-rise guy, because it's high-rise month right now.
That's right.
It's high-rise month.
Yeah, dog.
Not ground guy month, high-rise month.